What's going on, everybody? Afflicted Gamer here, back with another Division video from the 1.8.1 PTS. So I thought that I would give you guys a breakdown of the patch notes for the upcoming update that we are getting next month. On top of that, we have more details on global event number 6, Onslaught. Hopefully that will be on the PTS soon, and I will bring you guys some live gameplay footage of that, just like I did from Blackout. So if you're interested in this, stick around, stay tuned, drop a like on the video if you enjoy it, consider subscribing to the channel if you are new. We're almost at 12K. Thank you guys so much, you're amazing. I appreciate all of the continued support, and let's just dive right in. So 1.8.1, most of you already know a lot of this stuff, but for those of you that don't, hopefully you will be quite interested and intrigued. I know I'm looking forward to all of this. 2 new global events, Blackout and Onslaught. We have new combinations. They don't give us the details on what they are, but there are 40 of them. And then the 2 new legendary mode missions, Amherst Apartment and Grand Central. Blackout, a lot of you have seen gameplay of this, whether it be through another YouTuber's live footage, whether you got the one that I put up, videos, whatever the case is, or if you haven't heard anything about it at all, Blackout is really cool. It's a lot of fun. So, what is Blackout? Blackout is always active. Agents are equipped with shock ammo that stuns enemies. Shooting or running builds your charge meter. The more charge, the more damage you inflict. So even moving, your meter will start to grow, and you can shoot somebody, they get stunned, you can melee them and you'll send them flying. But if you miss, oh boy, you will pay the price, and so get your teammates. And that is where you're going to see that under Extreme Blackout. Blackout behavior plus, you can instantly kill enemies with overcharged melee attacks, but if you miss, you'll stun yourself and your allies. It is extremely satisfying to melee an enemy. It's the same thing as if you're going to take down a rogue agent, or if you're the rogue agent trying to take down a regular agent. The same melee animation, except you're doing it to an NPC, except you get a really cool sound effect and you knock them across the map. It is awesome. I mean, not literally, but you do knock them pretty far. With Total Blackout, you have Extreme Blackout behavior, plus your charge meter will cool down faster when close to other group members. So it's the same thing with other global events where you get increased damage when you're close to allies, or you take less damage when you're close to allies, things like that. Global event number 6, Onslaught. Always active. Deal burn, bleed, and gas effects to enemies in addition to normal damage. Reload to change the effects. So whatever build you're running, whatever weapons you're using, you know, if you are using Striker, you're getting your stacks, just as an example, or Sentry, you're getting your headshot stacks. There's your regular damage you would be doing with whatever weapon you're using, but on top of that, you will deal these as well: burn, bleed, and gas. And then whenever you reload whatever type of damage you are dealing, whether say you were dealing burn, you reload, it'll swap to bleed, then it'll swap to gas, so on and so forth. Savage Onslaught. Onslaught behavior, enemies are vulnerable to one effect type and resistant to others. So they can be vulnerable to bleed, but if you are reloading and you have gas or burn happening as your damage type, it will do pretty much nothing at all. This will be interesting. Agents take increased damage from resistant enemies. Brutal Onslaught. Savage Onslaught behavior plus when 2 or more group members kill a vulnerable enemy within 2 seconds. Each member can reload to gain a damage bonus for a single clip. So that's a nice little modifier there. Like I was saying about the new combinations, there are 40, but we don't know what they are. They'll be unlockable through the global events. 2 new legendary mode missions, Amherst and Grand Central. There are a lot of changes to the game. A lot of you may have seen this stuff on State of the Game, but if you haven't, honestly, they are all for the better. For your div stack, daily combat, crafting, survival, and dark zone quests now reward the player with 25 div tech each. So if you think about that, you do your daily crafting, your daily assignment, you know, kill 10 Rikers or whatever it is, kill 10 in the dark zone, whatever that is, you know, there's 75 right there if you do the daily dark zone. If you're at 100, you do the underground, you know, 125, it'll start to add up. Weekly open world and weekly underground assignments reward the player with 100 div tech each. Nice. Season Pass supply drops now award 100 div tech. I opened mine here on the PTS and yep, I got 100 div tech. In changes to the vendors, added a classified gear cache to the special vendor that guarantees one classified gear piece from the entire pool. So for 2,500 Phoenix credits, you can go ahead and buy this cache, and from any of the gear sets, you will get one random piece. So if you want to roll the dice, go for it, and hopefully get the piece that you're missing if no global events are going on and you're not having any good luck with farming, whatever the case is. But farming will change and your luck will go up. More on that later. Global events. Remove the basic cache from the vendor. Good. It was just pointless. Some may say that exotics had a higher chance of a drop rate in them. I didn't notice the difference. That's just my own personal experience, but to each his own. Each global event will now have individual caches per classified gear set for that global event. This allows the player to purchase, for example, a Firecrest cache that guarantees one item from that set. Those are the targeted caches. I did make a video on it, so if you want to check it out and get a little bit more detail and see what it looks like on screen, go for it. If not, you guys get the gist of it right here. Bosses in the Resistance game mode now award 100 global event tokens. So if you need a break from farming, go play some Resistance, and every boss you kill will drop 100 GE tokens. Exotic loot drops. Removed premium vendor exotics from the open world loot pool and exotic caches. Yay! So everything that's at the vendor will now stay at the vendor. They won't drop in the open world. No more Pecans, Saurians, Liberator Centurion, Cassidy. Let's celebrate that. All exotics added to the open world bosses as well, so now you can get the house, Urban MDR, like Backpack, Bullfrog, from roaming around the light zone as well as the dark zone. Classified gear drop rates. Classified drop rates chances have been increased in all locations. Legendary mode missions now have a 20% chance to give classified gear as a reward at the completion of the mission. So they don't just mean in your exotic cache, it's the boss can now drop you a piece of classified gear. Season Pass supply drops now have a 10% chance to drop classified gear, so that's nice. So for those of us that did buy the Season Pass, we have an extra 10% chance to, we have a reason to go open them, pretty much. Classified gear. So for classified, Firecrest 6-piece talent now gives immunity to the player's own fire. That's nice. It sucked getting yourself caught on fire. It only happened to me a few times personally, but I know others that happen quite a bit, making that a bit of a frustrating set to wear. There are quite a number of bug fixes, which I'll go through them, but if that's all you guys wanted to know about, there you have it for the full patch notes of 1.8.1. And like I said, guys, I think all these changes are for the better. I will bring you Onslaught gameplay as soon as it comes. So for those of you that want to take off now, totally understand, but for those of you that are going to say, I will go ahead and read through the bug fixes. But if you are leaving, again, hopefully you'll drop a like on the video, leave your thoughts and comments below, and as always, thank you again for the support. Alright, so for the bug fixes, skills. Fixed an issue where the mobile cover blast shield mod explosion had no effect. Fixed an issue where the Sticky Bomb Disruptor mod and the base Seeker Mine would affect neutral players in the Dark Zone. Fixed an issue where the UI indicated that certain support station mods were affecting neutral players. Global events. Players are no longer able to kill Joe Farrow using explosives from the Strike global event while he is still in the spawning room. Oh my goodness, okay. That goes way back when people used to kill him in that room. Oh my goodness, all the way back into 1.1. For the Dark Zone, fixed an issue where a player dying during the Manhunt interact caused the sound to loop. The Group Gone Rogue message no longer appears when a player with rogue status enters the game while not in a group. Fix an issue where the UI for the rogue timers would flash different times. Fix various locations in the Dark Zone where the player could get stuck. Good, actually, that happens to me. In the Underground, certain named NPCs tended to disappear from the Underground. We forced them back. Fix issues related to a confused JTF officer. These sound funny, I'm sorry. Fix a weird door. What? Okay. For survival, fix the display of the survival weekly assignment for players under maximum level. Good. Missions, fix an issue. I can't get over the top part. Fix the weird door. Fix an issue where players would only receive 1 cash instead of 3 when completing the secret mission. So for those of you that haven't done it, I would do it in 1.8.1. In terms of combinations, Marathon combination now requires players to access the Camp Clinton safe house in order to unlock. The FaceTime combination now tracks requirements appropriately. Fix the activity modifier requirement for some global event combinations. Search and destroy combination now tracks for missions completed. Flawless Underground combination has been fixed to be awarded when all conditions are met. Directive Executive combination now awards when the proper conditions are met. Combinations for the global event Assault will no longer appear if the global event is not active. Yeah, I could get the one for killing. I got the one for killing the bosses long before Assault even started, where it's the Empire State, the head looking thing. That batch, I forget what it's called. Gear, fix an issue where the area of effect of the Firecrest fire was larger than the visuals indicated. World. Fix an issue where players were getting stuck on concrete block in Westside Pier. Fix an instance in Westside Pier where players could get stuck outside playable area. Somehow located and removed an invisible ladder. Okay, I'm sorry. They somehow located and removed an invisible ladder. GG Massive. Okay. There was a... Oh... I can't get over that. I'm so sorry. There was a wall in Pier 93 that didn't look right. It looks right now. We also fixed a weird ramp in there. These are the real bug fixes. Oh my god. There was a corrupted texture outside of the carrier. It has been rehabilitated. I'm trying so hard to hold this in. Agents can no longer see outside of the game world in certain locations of Last Stand. Fix evil trash bin and bags. For music, fix various technical issues that would make the game crash on PC. Time played now appears on the agent selection screen instead of last played. Premium store, there were tabs in the store that appeared empty. We filled them. Players can no longer see secondary weapons when previewing backpack skins. That's nice. Some of these are absolutely hilarious. I hope you guys stuck through this. If not, let people know about it if you found it as amusing as I just did, because that is hilarious. Anyways, guys, that now is it for me. Thank you so much for watching it. I hope you had a good laugh as well with some of these bug fixes. Those were pretty funny. I don't know how else to put that. Actually, they were pretty hilarious. Other than that, guys, thank you so much again for watching. I'll see you very soon in the next video or in the next live stream. Until then, take care, agents. Enjoy the 1.8.1 PTS if you do have access to it. For those of you that don't worry. Next month is not that far away, and you will have a blast when the patch goes live. So, anyways, I'm out of here, guys. See you soon in the next video.